Hello everyone. Welcome back for another Anything Goes Saturday. This is my last play for Waffle Flower with the Waffle Flower stuff I have. After this, I'm just going to be doing whatever I want to do. I'm not certain what it will be. But these are the last supplies and I'm combining a lot. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll find out. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm using the Hello Friend die-n-stencil. This cuts out both pieces and then it goes on the stencil like, or the stencil goes on like so. I thought it cut it out as one piece, but they're two separate pieces. So I think I'm going to try cutting it out and then stenciling it and see. And they've got it spread out, so if you wanted to use different colors, you could. So we'll see how that goes. I got this seafoam stencil and I saw this as a background and I thought, oh, I like that. And it was just a section, so I'm going to use that. I have the Nesting Postage Collage Blocks stencil. I got this because I wanted this as a border and I'm going to use that border. Okay. I picked up the wax seal die. I have been loving wax seals, but it's like, do I really want to have another thing? So I thought, well, I'll get the die because then I can create my own wax seals using paper. And I've cut out two pieces that I'm going to use on my card. I'm pulling in the Butterfly Garden die cuts. I chose a little tiny one. My thoughts are that this will go inside this circle and it just barely fits in there, so I'm gonna give it a try. All right. I have a piece of turquoise for my layer. I have my piece for my Hello Friend. I have a white panel for on top of that, and I have my card base. So I'm going to move those out of the way. I need this piece and this piece. And I'm going to start with my Hello Friend. So I'm going to cut this out first. Let me take and start again. And I'm going to use a piece. It won't all fit in there. There's not enough space. I may need to look at the video on this to see how it works. All right, let me get another piece. I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to put I'm going to do it one letter at a time. I'm going to line it up this way. All right. So I'm going to do my H. And I'm going in straight on so I get it really dark. Now I need my E. Okay, I got it done, but there is no way that works. So I have got to see what I can find out about how the die works with the stencil. But I did get the stencil done and I'll just fussy cut it. Now I'm going to do my piece around the edge here. I'm going to put this down like so. I'm going to line this up. Stick it down. And now this is open in the middle, and I don't want my middle colored. So what I'm going to do is I'll use my Post-it notes, and I'll move the Post-it notes as I get this finished. Okay, my next step is to do my stencil across here, and I'm only just going to kind of do it in the middle, but what I'm going to do is I don't want to interfere with my other stencil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down on here. I have to be very careful because that's kind of inky and it might get on my hands. And I'm going to put that there. All right, now I'm just going to put this down on here like so and hold it in place. And this time I'm going to use my light one, and I'm going to go across. All right, let's see what this looks like. I'm only going to pull up the one side. Oh, I'm going to go with that. I like that. Let me clean up and I'll be back. Okay, I did get some here, and I've used my sand eraser, and there's a little bit there too on it to kind of clean it up some. I think my Post-it note had been used too much. What happens when you do that is the Post-it note, the ink goes through the Post-it note, and so you just need to be aware of that. And I thought I was okay, but apparently I wasn't. I think it's more prominent with the darker colors. Okay. I am attempting to do this, and I'm not being very successful. There we go. And then I can use my bone folder. Okay. Now, this is going to go on here. Okay, this is going to go on here. And then it's going to go on our card base. And I decided to just do hello, not hello friend. All right, let's get this put together. Now, there's that, and there's that. These two things go on here. I don't know if this is the way this goes either. I can't figure out the other one. Cut out a whole circle itself. It's like, it didn't make any sense. So, all right. All right, so there's that. All right, now let's see what I can do with this butterfly. I might need to trim it some. I think I'm going to. Give me a minute to trim this. I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to use my glue for that. And this probably doesn't get done this way, but again, I play with it and then I go check it out. Let me get a little tiny foam adhesive. And I'm going to put it right in there, like so. And now I'm going to cut this out. Okay, I've got that. And you know, I'm going to put this up on foam adhesives also. So let me get a bunch of these to put down. Okay, I have my foam adhesive on the back. And let's just set that right there. And despite all the issues that I had, that's a cute card. I will do some checking on a couple of things like the hello, the die with this, because it says it's overlapping. So I'm thinking the H and then the E. I don't know how the L would overlap. So it's just something I've got to check on. I hope you enjoyed this Anything Goes Saturday idea and that you'll come back next Saturday to see what I'm playing with. Have a super Saturday. Bye.